morning. It's Thursday, September 1st, closing in quickly on the Labor Day weekend. And the DOJ has announced some startling information about what they found in the president's possessions at Mar-a-Lago. The Justice Department filed papers on Tuesday night. And in those papers, they said that it was very likely that documents were concealed and removed from a storage as part of an effort to obstruct, to keep the FBI from finding these documents. They were going to obstruct the FBI's investigation of Trump's potential mishandling of classified information. That's what the Justice Department said in the filing on Tuesday night. This information was revealed as the DOJ's strongest case up to date that Trump concealed the classified materials, which were taken from his White House. Right? The Justice Department revealed these startling new details as part of its move to oppose Trump's efforts to intervene in the federal investigation that led to the search of his Florida resort and of his desire for the special master to be appointed. So the DOJ is definitely against having a special master looking over their shoulder. And so they have released these documents. And one of the documents that they released in this court filing showed all kinds of classified documents strewn about the floor of Trump's office, full of classified markings like HCS or human confidential sources. That displays clearly how sensitive the material Trump had taken out of the White House. So the DOJ is putting up, I'll call it a fight, in preparation for the special master to show up. And maybe this information will cancel the fact that the special master was seriously being considered. And I don't think that the DOJ needs anybody looking over their shoulder. But every time they're put into a corner, they produce something that is more indicative of Trump's guilt. So the total number of documents right now is over 300 documents that were removed from Mar-a-Lago. And that includes documents that were previously removed. The Justice Department is revealing all of these facts in this Tuesday filing to prove that what Trump has said all along is incomplete and inaccurate. And that's a nice way of saying he has lied through his teeth. That is what the Justice Department is trying to prove in order to avoid having a special master sitting over their shoulder. And they don't want to be bothered with the special master. I am sure they feel that they have enough evidence to prove their case, whichever way it is supposed to go, without having a third party looking over their shoulder. And we all know in our hearts that Trump is really guilty. And we all know in our hearts that this special master request is nothing but another delaying tactic, which is the way the man has run his entire life. It's a legal delaying tactic for some reason, probably to ensure that the Republicans have a good shot at winning the midterm elections. The release of this information should also prove to the general public that the FBI's search of Mar-a-Lago was necessary and that they had to show the public, many of whom believe that Trump is an innocent man, they have to prove to the public that Trump took these dozens of classified documents, even after his lawyer had said that he provided all the classified information in his possession, which was an outright lie by the attorney, I don't know whether he should be prosecuted in this entire mess also. And so just think about that picture that they showed. Just think about a picture of a room full of documents strewn about the floor. That's unbelievable. At least if you're taking the documents, you're making notes if you want to keep them. Put them in a safe place. File them in a cabinet so you can find what you're looking for. No! Sensitive material all over the office floor. Now, Trump is claiming that his constitutional rights have been violated, and some of the documents seized earlier contain material covered by privilege, particularly executive. Well, as far as I know, executive privilege ends when you're out of the White House. So the DOJ also argues that the former president lacks any standing, any presidential standing over these records, because these records do not belong to him. They are considered the property of the government. In fact, the Presidential Records Act, which I believe was created after President Nixon's debacle with the tape, makes it clear that the United States has complete ownership and possession of all of these documents. That's what their filing states. So really, when you look at this whole thing, you have to think it's insane for anybody to think that we need a special master to watch what's going on. Special master is clearly a delaying tactic. So it's clear that the information that has been uncovered by the Department of Justice is clearly government documents, which is counter to the role of the special master, who is supposed to filter out any materials that were seized in any case that don't belong in the hands of the investigators. Well, it's clear to me, based on the photograph and everything, that this information belongs in the hands of the Department of Justice. So I'll leave you with that fact, that the Justice Department is fighting hard to show the world, to show the U.S. world anyhow, how guilty our former president is. And he needs more than a special master to save his ass. I leave you with that this morning. Bye.